And here we go again. Day 2 of my return tour. 2026 is the year that both Gadda and the Muppets come back onto the air. There's no connection, I just thought it kind of strange that those two things would coincide. Hi Tegan, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the yeehaw right off the bat. Good morning. How are you doing today? God, I hope the Muppet Show is good. I've seen the trailers and like they give me hope, but I also worry that they've chosen the best bits and put that in the trailer and the rest is gonna be eh. There's a certain vibe of the original Muppets that no one's really ever recreated. Maybe Muppets Tonight, but even then that was a bit of a stretch. They kind of did it too much. Gadda, it feels like negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit in here. Does it? Okay, I'm going to say this very gently. Does it really, or are you exaggerating just because you're cold? Because there's a difference between it actually feeling like negative 20 and then you just being really fucking cold. There's a difference. If it was really negative 20 in there, you probably wouldn't be typing at me. The weather stations are saying that with wind chill, it's going to feel like negative 20. Jesus Christ. If it makes you feel any better, which it won't, pardon me, back up when I was living in Maine, the ice storm of 2012 during the day got to negative 20 with wind chill. Outside is cold, bro. I am so sorry. I've been there, though. I've been there. So, like, I know that you can survive it. It just sucks, and don't look at your electric bill. Do you have electric heating, or do you use gas heating? Gas heating isn't really a thing down here in Florida that I'm aware of, because it's Florida, you know. So, whenever the temperature dips like this, I try to think about how much I'm going to be paying for electricity after this. Also, our house has less than ideal insulation. So, it's electric start for the gas heater. Okay, all right. Whatever you do, do not attempt to heat your house using your oven. That is a mistake that a lot of people make, and especially in Texas during the ice storms the last couple years, people have died as a result of that. Do not use your oven to heat your home. It generates carbon monoxide and it will kill you. Please be safe. Conversely, though, Tegan, do you own potatoes at the moment? My sister did that when she was living with her ex. Ha ha. Obviously, your refrigerator is much better at heating your home. I mean, at a certain point, it'll be producing less cold than the outside, I guess. Hi, Sheila. Welcome to the stream. You do have potatoes. So I have been informed that if you are to bake a potato and keep it in the tin foil and just stick it into like a hoodie pocket, it'll stay warm up to 4 hours. And whenever you're ready, you have a warm potato to eat. So, like, you know. Susie says, I usually leave the oven door open after I'm done cooking, but the oven is off. Don't want to waste the warm, you know? No, I absolutely agree with you on that. I absolutely agree with you on that. It's like people would leave it on for hours. And, like, if it's a gas stove, it's just burning off all of that gas. And, like, you live in an enclosed space. And it's like, that's not healthy. That's not healthy, guys. You're going to die. But, yeah. Baked potato. I currently don't have any potatoes, and I do feel a bit bad about that. I would really like some baked potatoes in my pockets right now, but alas. Sheila says, because fridges move heat from inside to their outside, they actually do have a heating effect on their surroundings. Yeah, I guess that does make sense, doesn't it? That does make sense, because, like, you can't destroy heat, you can only displace it. Huh. Interesting. Well, there's a reason why I'm not called scientist, Gadda, you know? But yes, good morning, everyone. How are we all doing this fine Tuesday? It is cold. A lot of people are dealing with the chill. Hopefully you are all bundled up nice and toasty. Last night, we had toffee under the blankets, and Brisket deigned us with his presence, specifically to curl between us to steal our body heat. So I'm hoping that we get Meatloaf and Panini to join us as well, and we have the whole family in the bed, and that'll be great. That'll be wonderful. There's nothing like warm kitty cuddles on a cold winter's night. Nothing like it. All right. Science Gadda Saturdays could be the next Bill Nye show, though. If I attempt to stream a second day a week, Tegan has the divine mission to shoot me where I stand. Like, I agree, that would be fun. However, I am not allowed. Tegan says, my driveway is all shoveled to the pavement, so I'm doing better than most of my cohort. Lol. I saw a PSA on Blue Sky saying, be very careful about shoveling the walks because such extraneous activity raises the risk of heart attacks. So be very careful while you're out there working, fellow millennials. And I went, oh no! What do you mean? Why would you say that to me? It's accurate and it's good advice, and I'm glad that it's out there, but ow! Heart attack, snow, yep. Well, especially because we are post-COVID times. Well, not even post-COVID times. We are post the height of the pandemic. A lot of people are at higher risk for heart complications than they like to admit. They're no joke. You have to take your time. You have to make sure you're hydrated, man. Honestly, it's not even an age thing. Fully otherwise healthy people. It's possible, yeah. Hello, Boomer. Hello, C. Welcome in. Welcome into the stream. I'm just about to get started, but I wanted to remind everyone that time marches on first before I do. A couple of bookkeeping things to note. I do not yet have a replacement for my automotive app, so Nightbot hasn't been fixed. Henbert will not crack jokes yet. I'm working on it. I've started it. I have to learn how Mix It Up works, and that's a whole thing. Oh. Puska had the zoomies. You're so cold, your body starts to freak out. Yes. Do not push through the cold. Take some breaks. Focus on your health. There's only one of you, and whatever it is you're trying to drive off to will just have to wait. But yes. I forget what I was talking about. So let's start the stream. Which button do I press? Which button do I press? I think I just click this. Henbert is just working on new material. Yeah, let's go with that. Howdy, farmhands. Welcome to the stream. My name is Gadda, and today we are going to be joining the Haytail SMP for the very first time. For those of you who have followed me for a minute, you may remember Haycraft was a Minecraft SMP that I organized for a couple of years. Once Microsoft, and by extension Mojang, went onto the BDS boycott list, me and the rest of the gang decided that we no longer wanted to support that for the determination of that list being in circulation. Microsoft has done nothing to assuage any of the requests of the people who are boycotting their behavior in supporting the atrocities in Israel and Palestine. So we're not playing Minecraft. However, a Blast from the Past finally released in early access after 7 years of development, and I've been streaming it on this channel for the last week, did a video on it, so like this isn't news to really anyone, but we got the gang back together, and we opened up a Hightail server, and we've been zipping around, so that is what we are going to be doing today. Things that I will point out, you may notice that there is a donation goal, a tip goal at the top of the screen. So in the previous SMP, someone donated me a couple $100. I'm pretty sure it was Susie, and asked for a 64 by 64 cobblestone cube. I, bad at math, figuring I could do that. The chat isn't in the barn? Yeah, it is. No, the chat's there. I'm looking right at it. What do you mean it isn't in the barn? It's just over on the right. Me, being bad at math, accepted that challenge and then spent the next 8 months getting cobblestone to put into a giant cube because I misunderstood the amount of time that I would need to do so. If we want to do that again, I'm very sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask for a little bit extra. You did that for less than 50. Yeah. So if we reach a combined tipping of $500, I will reconstruct the 64 by 64 cube in Hightail. We will start the new religion, we'll open the cult, and I will spend hours of my life building another fucking cube. Without the automation benefits, I must add. There is no lava and water creates a cobblestone generator in Hightail currently. So this is going to be its own undertaking. I will point out that the number isn't entirely arbitrary. We are attempting to adopt our little baby girl, Toffee. While she is our foster, we would like to keep her forever, and we do need like $300 to do that. Question, says Tegan. Yes, Tegan, what is your question? Once we reach $300, can we move lava? I don't actually know. I don't know if the buckets in-game can mess with lava. Honestly, water barely has flowing mechanics, if I'm being honest with you. It's kind of a mess at the moment. We can test that today. I don't see why not. But yes, if we reach $300, we will be able to adopt our little baby girl, Toffee. 500, and I'll do the cube. I'll do the cube, and I won't complain much. All right, let's go ahead and get into the game. Boop. Or not. Boop. There we go. There we go. All right, let me log on. Everyone who isn't me has had their time to play on the server. I mean, I've played on the server, but I haven't like streamed on it, you know? So everyone else got to go first before me. So they've kind of set up little bases already. This is gonna be me like experiencing it for the first time. I've stayed away from everyone's bases, so I only vaguely know where people are. I mean, if you followed Boomer and watched Boomer stream recently. Oh, one moment. Delicious. Hold on, what did that say? I missed it. Daily Dad reads, it's behind my head, of course it is. Never take advice from electrons. They are always negative. Well, alrighty then. Here we are in the spaceship. What's left of it after the horrible, horrible crash. This place looked nicer before we switched over into whatever this dimension is. I'm not against the cobblestone though. The stone brick stairs do look very nice. But whoop, howdy farmhands. Welcome to the world of Hightail. Our fine vessel, which was built of only the best materials, quartz and black terracotta, has crash landed. I may have forgotten to put wheels on this thing. Hello? Oh no! Oh no! There's a bear! There's immediately a bear! Why is there immediately a bear? Oh god, it's still after me! I don't have any resources on my person! I was trying to do a fun lore entrance! Oh my god! Oh. Why is this game full of so many bears? I know, Toffee. I'm screaming. It's okay. There's no bears IRL. They won't get you. I am instantly going to die. Are there any berries around? I don't think there are. I don't think there are. Oh my god. Fucking furry piece of shit. Here I am trying to establish the lore for new players, and fucking a bear comes out of nowhere. Do you want a buddy? I'm debating getting out of bed. I wouldn't mind a buddy. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and pop into... Oh, but I don't have the streamer talkie thing that I've forgotten to set up. So I don't know if that's going to work properly. All right. Well, let me pop into the Discord call for the group chat. Close that, please. Open up this. The bears are aggressive in this. You need to drop the picnic basket out of your inventory. Oh yeah, that's the problem. That's definitely what the issue is. All right, let me pop into the voice chat. There we go. Minimize that. Get back in the game. I like the bears. Don't get me wrong. I think the bears are neat. I like that they are... Thank you for the clip, Tegan. Was the spaceship a hightail thing or a haycraft thing? For lore reasons, we built it in haycraft and used it to escape the world when things started getting fucky. That is the lore. We built it to escape the world we were on because things started getting dimensionally fucky. Definitely has nothing to do with the fact that I have a sheep that understands alternate universe travel, and I've been using him to pop back and forth like I'm playing hopscotch with dimensional lines. Nothing to do with that at all. Sono was oddly insistent that we leave, though. Ono was insistent that we get out of Dodge very quickly. I do remember y'all going to the moon, so I believe it. We don't talk about the moon, but yeah, no, you know. Sometimes my sheep goes on walkabout. I call him my sheep. It's more like I'm his farmer, if I'm being blunt with you. So he goes on walkabout or trot about or whatever you want to call it. Case in point, he dipped like immediately after the crash landing. Like we did a head count. We made sure no one was injured. We apologized to the individuals that we landed on. We invited them to join our little commune as an apology. And then he just fucked right off. He went in a direction and said he'd be back later, and I haven't seen him since. So I don't know what the fuck he's up to. Where is that bear? Oh, where is that bear? Oh, where? Okay, I need to get into my little hut here. I established a little base of operations using a piece of the wing that snapped off, which we're never using this again. We're never using this again. So I made a little base for people to use. No one but me seems to have used it, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. However, we have some basic resources. I've got some cobble. I've got some ores. I've got a bed. Just some stuff together to get us started on our new adventure. And yeah, that's kind of it. Sheila used it a little. Well, that's good. That's good. My only concern is that we were using slime to power the ship, and I don't know if we can see in here. Can I hop up here? I don't think I can. I don't got my pickaxe on me, and characters in this world are a bit taller than I expected. What a weird explanation to come in on. Hello, Wayspell. Welcome in. We have lore, Wayspell. This is a light RP server, so you're going to see me pretend that we have deep, interesting stories going on when it's really a bunch of fucking people playing a video game together. So, yeah. No, it's turned green and liquidy and burny when you touch it. So we're just going to ignore that a giant tank of potentially flammable material in the center of this crash. It didn't explode. Oh, hey, Luigi78082. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're going to pretend there isn't a giant tank of easily explodable material just sitting there. It didn't explode when we landed, and I'm taking that as a fucking win. Like the monolith stairs, I've been told of this monolith. It's on the other side of the mountain, apparently, but I haven't encountered it myself. It didn't explode, and that's what matters. Hi, Neb. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. So, what are we doing today. What we're doing today is I need to gather up my tools that I've acquired. I got a hatchet, I've got a pickaxe, I've got another pickaxe, a better one. And I am going to need some better food. What do I have for food? I never did make that campfire. How do I make a campfire? I need stick and rubble. Yippee! Oh, thank you for the yippee. I have some stick. I have some rubble in here. Do I have more stick? I should have some more stick. Here we are. All right. So let's make me a campfire. There we go. No rockets yet that we know of. True. There could be more rockets around. All right. Grab all of this out. I'm going to cook up some of my, pardon me, part of my raw wild meat so I have it with me on the go. Oh, there's that fucking bear again. There's that fucking bear again. I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much. I will say, though, combat in Hytale is pretty fun. When you have your weapons on you, and you eat a little something for regen, it's fun. It's fun. All right. All right, buddy. Let's get rid of you. I could use some pelts. Let's do a charge. Ha! And bounce back. And bounce back. I love the daggers right now. They're so bust. Ow! 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 All right. Let's get a little back up and dodge again. Oh. Oh, hi, Boomer. No, you're not Boomer. You're C. I couldn't see you at that distance. I saw the blue and assumed. I see. Are you willing to join in on in the Discord call, perhaps, so we can chit and or chat? I was very confused when that last arrow, took him out. I was like, I didn't hit that bear. I see. I expected Boomer to show up, not C. Welcome in. All right, let's grab this stuff out. Shove this in. Grab all this out. And take a bite. One of the things that I do want to get fixed, you notice how I hold this on the meat instead of the bone? People have already modded that.
Hi.
Oh, hi, C.
Wait, Gadda, you're muted.
Say again. I didn't quite hear what you said there. Oh, there's a second bear. Oh. Don't worry, I got you. I've got
You're
you.
muted on Discord?
I can hear you in Discord, yeah. Actually, I should check. No, your avatar is not showing up. Oh, I'm muted on the Discord. Oh, shit. Why am I muted on the Discord? Sorry about that.
Hello, Mario.
Hi, Boomer. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hi, Boomer.
Hi, C.
Welcome in. How are you guys doing today?
Not fine. I was just online to do some farming.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, getting trees fucking sucks.
It's... I like that it has Tree Capitator automatically included. Like, that's, like, the best part of it. The roots, though. The roots suck.
It's fine to cover them, but, like, no, I mean growing trees.
Oh.
Like, it starts with a twig.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta craft the sapling, it starts as a twig, and you gotta wait. There's no, like, bone meal or something to like, keep the process.
I'm really hoping that the designers make saplings drop from trees, so it'll be much easier to just get a bunch of saplings, spam them, and then come back 10 minutes later.
Yeah. Because I saw that it takes like multiple game days or something. So even worse.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be either someone makes a tree farm or we deforest the whole thing.
Yes. Ah, man. At the very least, the trees, when they fully grow, are pretty large. We get a decent amount of... What happened here? This tree's just floating in place next to the base here. What on earth happened here?
Yeah, I think it's weird terrain generation. It happens a lot.
You know what? Ah, that's satisfying. Oh, sorry, bird. Oh, come on. A little bit stayed floating in the air. God damn it. Ah, well. But yeah.
I should have the trees.
I'm planning on doing a little farming myself. I haven't chosen a spot for, like, my base. But I did break my barn down into blocks and put it on the ship. Me and Sono were the only two who desperately wanted to bring something from the old world with us. So I gotta figure out where I'm putting my barn. And from there, I'm in the water. I'm stuck in the water. Hello. I see Twitch let me use the command once, then not again. I'm pretty sure the shout out command has like a ridiculous cooldown. Hi, Boomer. Says Tegan. Let me do this and get up to... I gotta clean this up. I can't just leave this be. 3... The Colosseum need to be rebuilt anyways. I agree. I absolutely agree. But I need to find a spot for my barn. Hopefully somewhere that has lots of open, wide space for crops.
Just south of the forest behind me.
Yeah.
There's like a big plain.
Okay. I can check that out.
You can sort of see it on the map, I think.
This fish. There we go. I don't know why it's flopping like that, but there we go. It should be easy to find. So, let's see here. Boomer's there. C is there. Oh! Oh, I see what you're talking about. Oh, that looks really nice, actually. Yeah. Hopefully obsidian or... Nebula says, hopefully obsidian or whatever the equivalent isn't so time-consuming for the IC crew. I don't know if there is an equivalent obsidian. Well, let's put it this way, okay? There were multiple pickaxes in the original release of the game. Update 1 came out a week later. It wasn't until Update 2 that different tiers of pickaxe actually did anything. There are only 2 ores out of like the 6 ores that are in the game that have mining requirements. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Boomer just rubber banding on my screen. And it wasn't until Update 2 that higher tier pickaxes mined any faster than lower tier pickaxes. So like the mining functions are still very much a work in progress. Oh, this is, I believe, hello little sheep, Courage and Pixie's base. I was in Pixie's stream for a brief time yesterday because I didn't realize that she was streaming. So I started doing work on the server. I turned it off in the middle of their stream and they were like, and I had to be like, oh shit, I'm sorry, and quickly put it back on. Okay, so this away. Hang a Reginald to go this way. And it occurred to me while I was in their chat apologizing profusely that out of all the new members that have joined this SMP, I forgot to follow Pixie in particular. So I had to awkwardly press the heart, and all of China knew I was there. And Pixie was like, oh, thank you, Gadda. And I'm like, I thought I did that like 2 weeks ago. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. I'm at the field now. I'm at the plains now. This does look very nice. Let me real quick up my video, my view distance ever so slightly. There we go. Save that. Return to game. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is nice. We got a big hill back here with some forest. We got...
You can see the size of the map too.
Papa, where is my base?
Oh. Oh, and it has a whole river at the end of it? Oh, I really like this, actually. This looks really nice. My question is, do I want my barn, my house to be on this hill or on the forest? Well, this is Boomer's magic forest here, I think. Boomer's taking this spot. Sono's around here.
Depends if you want more bears, I think.
You know what? You make an absolute fantastic point. I will not be going into the forest. Double the Henbert. Did Henbert say it twice? I didn't register that. Uh-oh. That shouldn't be something that happens. Your base is where my base is, Henbert. You and I spend time together, and I'll make you a little hen house. How does that sound? Ooh, and there's a cave here, and... Oh, you already have some friends, Henbert. Look at that. It's a glowing mushroom down there. And an evil rat. Okay, all right. I can make do with this, I think. I think I can manage this. Let me go to the bottom of this little islet area I got here and just kind of see. Henbert's audio is doubled. Interesting.
Papa, we are hen, but resistance is futile.
I'm only hearing him once, though. I'm only hearing him the once. So let me do this. I'm going to mute the Henbert voice. Let me make sure that I can still hear them. Test, 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 test.
You have him on monitor and output?
I might, yeah. Well, now he's not showing up at all. All right. Let's try one more time.
Testy tech test.
I see what's happening. All right. He wished the rats were friends. True. True. Properties. No. I need to go to audio properties. Henbert. Yep. Monitor and output. Yep. Let me switch it to mute output.
That's usually what it is.
Yee-haw.
There we go. Was that still doubled, chat? I'm going to have to assume it wasn't. Oh man, look at the reflection of the sunset in the water. For being early access, this game can be damn pretty. Holy shit. Alright, so we got a big fucking cavern down there. We got some mud over here. And we have some marble. I could probably clear this marble out and use it as a building material. Yeah. Oh, and there's the moon. This place is nice. The death moon?
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's a perfectly...
What do you mean, what do I mean? Look at it.
It's a perfectly respectable moon. I don't know what the problem is.
It is like 2 steps removed from the Majora's Mask moon.
That is a mod that I have as an option, by the way. I considered it. I considered adding the Majora's...
once again.
Yes, you are mortal once again, Henbert. I'm very sorry. But alas.
I think it's just because it looks out of place. It's like the only circle thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Spiders.
you won't be complaining about the moon when I add the Germa Sun mod. So, you know. Take that into consideration when you complain. Ah, shit, I'm bad at parkour. What the? Oh, Spoomer.
I can't believe you did this before I released my Phil Collins cover album.
You were making a Phil Collins cover album, Hembert? I'm sorry, I had no idea. Well, unfortunately, we're just going to have to edit it in post. You can harmonize on your own time. All right. I need to get to a bed because I do not like the night. The thing is, Boomer, and this is probably a me issue because I'm streaming, you're rubber banding all over the place, so you'll stop walking and then teleport directly into my face. So it spooks me a little bit each time. I'm rushing for my bed, I promise.
A little bit on that.
Yeah. I learned that despite, pardon me, little dear, despite Hytale properly disposing of its resources when it's no longer available, it still keeps all of the memory that it allotted for the things that it was properly garbage collecting. So every morning I have to restart the server because the memory allotment has ballooned to like 12 gigabytes. I've only paid for 10 because I didn't think I'd need more than 8. So hopefully with future updates, that will be fixed. But if the server's a little funky, that's probably part of why.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rushing to a bed.
I see 2 people. Hi.
Hello.
Well,
Don't mind.
I only have my bed, so.
Oh, did you have an extra? Did you have extra bed?
No, I only have the one.
Ah, okay.
But I can see if I can make more. I can't.
I have
hide.
a bed in my little hut, so I'm going to try and avoid as many bears as possible and get there.
Do you need me to kill them again?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm also here.
All right. I am now in a bed. If we get one more person to sleep, then we will be able to skip the night.
I mean,
Ha-ha! Fantastic.
Papa, where is my bed?
Henbert, you sleep in the bed next to me. You know this. You get upset when I am not there to give you cuddles at night. I don't know why you'd complain. Let me grab a bed from the spaceship, because we did bring some resources. Let's hop in here. There should be beds in here. There we go. Yep, grab a bed from there. And move on. Woof. The camera switching when you are in third person and you go into a place where only the first person camera will work is a little abrupt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that we can get a mod or something to fix that going forward, because I love third person, but then I go into a small space and the camera's like, whoa. No walls. What do you mean by walls, Wayspell?
Papa, I do not want to sleep in your bed.
Bye.
I want you to sleep in my bed.
Ah, just like your mother. Yep. Used to that. It is beautiful wife's bed. I just sleep in it. Well, no. It is Toffee's bed. Beautiful wife and I just sleep in it.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Pardon me, little piggies. Currently,
That's how it is with Cash too.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Cash is a much larger dog than Toffee, so I can only imagine. Oh, hello. Oh, people have already been down here. This is a really nice looking cave entrance, actually. I'm a little jealous. I imagine Courage and Pixie have been the ones to explore through there. All right. Let me head to my field. I think what I'm going to start doing after claiming this field biome my own is tearing down a bunch of the marble rocks so I have a better look and also a bunch of marble. And then we'll start planning out where stuff goes. I started with a lean-to from a wing of the ship. Yeah. We started out using pieces of the ship. Waste not, want not. All right. Let me hop up here and get working. And now I'm branching out. I didn't want to put the barn up until I chose a right spot. I don't want to put it back down again, you know? And of course, Sono has, like, their entire museum that they want to put in. I'm told they're thinking of making a zoo, like a petting zoo add-on to the museum, which, I mean, more power to them. Boomer, why didn't you bring anything from the old world? I thought you liked the builds you were working on in Haycraft.
You know, I thought it was good to start fresh.
Robotic Rocketeer says,
Farmer Gadda stream in my notifications. It's more likely than I think.
I was gonna read that, Henbert. Come on. Be a bro. Thank you so much for the sub, Robotic. For that, you get a jolly jangle of the cheer bell. Ahem. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very, very much. I greatly appreciate it. But yes, Boomer, I apologize. Robotic was rude and interrupted us. I can't believe they would do that. Give me money in the middle of a conversation. How horrible.
True.
But no. You were saying you wanted a fresh start.
Yeah.
Hi, Maniac for Bricks. The farmer does live again. As evidenced by me physically being here in front of you right now.
Yeah, no, I just wanted a fresh start. I figured, you know, it'd be good to dig things up on my own, rebuild, as it were.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I am sorry that your TV head shattered in the crash. I know how fond of that thing you were.
True. Yeah.
Thankfully, no one got hurt. Nebula says, how long has it been since the cheer bell has been jolly jangled? Well, we jolly jangled it last Tuesday. And then I guess like maybe 60 seconds since Robotic subbed. So that long, I guess. But if you mean the physical cheer bell, it has been over a year. If I so much as reach a hand toward it, it currently sits on my mantle. If I so much as reach a hand towards it, my beautiful wife is like, don't you fucking dare. She fucking hates this thing. Which is why we switched to a recording as opposed to me jangling the actual bell. It allows her to sleep in peace. She's currently dead to the world right now. Which, good for her, you know? I can't tell if the delay... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it was really cute last night. My dog... So my friend came in and had moved the bed that my dog sleeps on next to me.
Yeah.
A pie can be the cheer bell.
And she
Ding,
just
ding,
put
ding,
it in a
ding,
different
ding,
part
ding.
of the same room. But my dog was sitting next to me crying, and I was like, what are you crying about? And I moved his bed back to where it was next to me, and he laid down. He was like, I'm wanting to be here.
I want to be next to you. Literal babies. Literal big babies.
Yeah.
I love the dog so much. Wife will not stop with the spritz bottle, Sheila. Wife will get the nearest blunt object and tell me what for. Beautiful wife handshaking Aya, dead to the world at 9:44 on a Tuesday. She has Tuesday off, so you know what? She's allowed.
Oh, at least y'all have the same days off.
Yeah, no. So she has college classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So those are the days that I request off from my job so that she can focus on her education and not on ferrying me around. Because we currently only have the one vehicle, you know?
Right.
It's still very much a carpool situation, despite me legally being allowed to drive.
Congrats, by the way.
Thank you. I'm, well, legally allowed to drive. I have a learner's permit. I haven't taken the next step, but go.
I like that when your tools break, you can still use them. They're just less efficient.
Papa and Mama have off on Tuesdays, but I have to work in the factory.
Henbert, you are not employed in a factory. We do not employ child labor around here. The most you have to do... Oh, speak of the devil with broken tools, my copper pick just went. The most you have to do is sit here and look pretty during stream. So I don't know what you're complaining about. But yes, no. Tools breaking but still being usable so you're not stuck in a situation is fantastic. I really do like it. A lot of people are upset about it. They don't like it, but I'm like, no. This makes sense. Also, when you repair your tools, it lowers their max durability.
Yeah.
I get that people don't like playing that way, but especially once we get whatever the equivalent to enchanting your tool is going to be, upgrades or whatever, having a tool that you can decide, do I invest in making this tool last a bit longer, or do I invest in a brand new tool from scratch, is going to be great for the gameplay loop, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of complaints people have with this game is that it's not one-to-one with Minecraft, which makes sense, because a lot of people play Minecraft very differently from each other. So, like, there's no way that Minecraft 2 will ever fulfill everyone's expectations of what Minecraft is. I'm glad that the devs are taking some big swings and sticking to their guns. They're like, no, this is not Minecraft, this is Hytale. And in Hytale, we have bears that kill you. The real issue with the bears is that we just spend so much time in forested areas that, and that's where the bears live. So, you know?
There's like 3 bear spawn points right by my house.
God damn.
I just have to deal with that.
I will be very interested to see, once the game is in a more stable state and some things like spawning are more concrete, if the community develops like a meta to prevent or support specific animal spawns. I don't want full-on iron farms or anything. I don't think that level of automation is good for what Hytale is going for. But it'll be very interesting if someone were able to manipulate the game in a way that they can say, and this over here is Bear Valley. If you go to Bear Valley, it's going to be like the wildebeest scene from Lion King, but with bears.
Yeah.
Papa, we should just teach the bears the meaning of friendship.
You're right, Hembert. Maybe the bears are simply friendly, and we misunderstood them this whole time. You go first. Walk out into that forest with open arms, and we'll see how friendly the bears are. Kiwi is here, and says, the bears don't bother me at my house. The wolves, on the other hand. Oh, dear. Oh,
True.
dear.
Also, hi, Kiwi.
Hi, Kiwi. Tegan's saying that there's a spider spawn near where Rocky and Tegan are. I don't see spiders, you see. I've turned them all into crabs because I don't like spiders. I really do not like the Hytale spiders.
No, they're very freaky.
The chances of encountering Bear Valley are low, but never zero.
That's true. Maybe Bear Valley was in our hearts the whole time. The real Bear Valley was the real Bear Valley was the friends we made along the way, and also the bears.
And also the bears.
Bears aren't difficult to kill. They just hit hard. So if you're not prepared, or prepared, I suppose, they can get a jump on you, and then you're at a disadvantage. I die to bears so frequently. Also, I am just bad at playing the game. So, you know. The spiders here are a bit large and detailed. I'm used to cartoony, silly guy spiders. And then these ones have, like, the SpongeBob super zoom in on the butterfly face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, No, thank you, actually. I'm good. I'm good with that.
I'm gonna end up writing a video essay on why Tolkien shouldn't be allowed to fucking determine high fantasy anymore.
I mean, to be fair, it's not really Tolkien's fault, is it?
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. He wrote a
Whose fault is it then?
He wrote a silly little book about his silly little guys, and every unoriginal hack after him said, well, I'm going to make it just like him. And then it became part of the fucking zeitgeist. So now all of our elves are vaguely British and assholes. Like,
Uncle Boomer, may I define high fantasy?
Henbert has requested Uncle Boomer if he may define high fantasy. I'm curious. What do you think high fantasy is, Henbert? Waystbell says arrest token. True. We must find where he is hiding in his conveniently grave-shaped spot. No one would have thought to look for him there. Neb says, I kind of like the big spiders. Friends. I am waiting for a good mod that makes them slightly more cartoony, like C said. Just because. Discordian Bricks is following me. Hey! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. This gets you a jolly jangle of the cheer bell. Ahem. Thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Tegan says, I also like the big spiders. It's like when you're watching a nature documentary. When I'm watching a nature documentary, the spiders are small but zoomed in.
Tolkien's hiding spot looks an awful lot like Saddam Hussein's from that one diagram.
Henbert, why are you looking at memes circa 2001? Why? I didn't know you were aware of that. All right. Oh, no, the marble cobble has a different texture than the straight marble? Oh.
Yeah, but you can turn it back into marble.
Oh, thank God. I was looking at it like, oh, wow, this is gross. A very nice gravelly texture, though, actually.
Yeah.
I go, ew, it's gross, then go, but maybe. But wait a minute.
It could be good for foundation.
Good for foundation, good for walking paths, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If we get a nice border block, this could be like the filler, like the gravel filler. Kind of, actually, you know what? Oh, you keep the brickish design on the side. It's the tops. Okay, and the pattern. The pattern creates little fans. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm on board with this again. Oh. What the fuck is that?
It's a hammer.
Where'd you get that from? Fucking wizard?
The crafting bitch.
Toss it to me. Please. What the fuck? Iron Builder's Hammer, used to alter the appearance of structural building blocks. An improved version of the crude hammer with greater durability. Huh. Huh.
Yeah. And so, whatever state, so there's like tiers to the blocks. And so whatever state it's in, you can cycle through with the hammer.
Interesting. Neb says, fun fact.
So like if you turn this...
Oh, go ahead. After
so like
you,
if you turn
I
this into like chiseled marble or whatever, and if there were multiple states there, then you could cycle through them.
Well, that's pretty neat, actually. I gotta switch the... Oh no, my iron pick is also about to go. All right. Maybe I hate iron. Maybe I hate iron item durability now. Let me set a bed spawn right here. All right, it's too close to my previous one, so it's gonna override my previous bed. That's fine. Let me go grab some resources from my old base from Lean-To and bring them here so I can stop running back and forth. But yes, I do believe Discordian requested us to just define what low fantasy is. So I had a conversation yesterday with a friend. I went to my beautiful wife's book club, and they read Starship Troopers, the original novel from 1959, right? Have you seen the movie Starship Troopers, Boomer?
No,
Okay. Are you aware of the movie Starship Troopers, Boomer?
I am.
Okay. So you know that it's a big satire, right?
Mm-hmm.
The original book is not. Everyone went into reading that book expecting it to be like the movie with Neil Patrick Harris. And then halfway through, they're like, wait a minute. Is the author unironically a fascist? And the answer is yes. He very publicly and very plainly said, yeah, that book was a mouthpiece for everything that I really believe. You shouldn't have the right to vote unless you've served in the military. We should bring back physical punishment for children, just like you do with dogs. Hi, Mariah. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, 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 welcome. So people were like really excited to read this book, and by the end of it, everyone was like, why the fuck did we read this book? It was a very interesting conversation. However, the author, whose name I have forgotten, was Heinlein, thank you, was apparently popular enough to be considered on par with Isaac Asimov as like one of the big three of science fiction writers of his day. Like, as a contemporary, people were like, this guy and Asimov are some of the best science fiction writers there are.
Okay.
But he also was very particular, and I guess of his time, question mark. Let me in to this chest, please.
I mean,
Thank
Asimov
you.
wasn't a fascist, to my knowledge, so...
To my knowledge, no, he wasn't. I'm not gonna... I don't think they were, like, friends, but they were considered peers by the public.
Yeah.
So, like, his writing was good and won a whole bunch of awards, but also he's an asshole. But because of that and everyone talking about it, my buddy, we were talking about science fiction. And in particular, Star Wars came up. And they were like, yeah, science fiction like Star Wars. And I was like tugging at my shirt collar like, well, I mean, Star Wars isn't fan fiction depending on who you ask. And they're like, what the fuck does that mean, Gadda? And I was like, well, and it was a whole thing. And let's turn this into leather.
Yeah, Star Wars is a fantasy story with a science-y flair to it.
Exactly. Except for when it's a Western. In which case...
Except for when it's a Western.
Except for when it's a Western, but especially when it's trying to be a political drama. Hilariously, the worst part of Star Wars for most fans is when it actually tries to be a science fiction story.
Yeah.
Non-derogatory.
I like when it's a Western. I think that's when it's at its best, personally, but...
I like it when it's anime.
That's fair.
I really liked... I forget the name of it, but I saw specific clips of the Star Wars anime thing they did for Disney Plus. Studio Trigger did that, didn't they? Pretty sure.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they took the fact that it is a Western, and that Westerns are just samurai stories, and they made very good use of that genre combination. I really liked that.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Not every short in that compilation was a winner, but it was pretty, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day, you know? Sheila is talking about Asimov. Asimov was fairly progressive for the time, including a number of female leads who were the most competent people in the room. To give Heinlein, I don't know how to pronounce it, credit, Starship Troopers was apparently his attempt to be more progressive. He was showing off a society that was completely a meritocracy. People were not judged by their race or their sex, but by how competent they were at climbing the military ladder. So, you know, that's not nothing, I guess.
Yeah, you know, he's still a bootlicker, but like.
Oh,
whatever.
absolutely. It's like, okay, well, you're halfway there. Jim says different studios, different episodes of Star Wars Visions. Yes. Okay, so Trigger wasn't the one behind all of it. Got it. Okay. Let's see here. Rocket says a lot of folks don't make the distinction between science fiction, the setting, and science fiction, the genre. That's a very good point, Rocket. That's a very good point. Personally, I don't really have much of an opinion one way or the other. If there's aliens, that's science fiction enough to me. But I also know that, like, if I'm watching a science fiction and they're obviously horny about the tiny details of the mechanical parts moving, that's different than a science fiction where there's space wizards, you know? Like, you gotta meet it where it's at. All right.
I'm an English major. If I didn't make the distinction between science fiction, the genre, and science fiction, the setting, I think they'd take my degree. So.
That makes sense about you, actually. That explains a lot. All right, let's just really quickly plonk some resources and building stuff down. So hopefully I won't need to do a lot of running back and forth. There we go. Okay. All right. I currently live in a little patch of land in the middle of fucking nowhere. But it's my little patch of land in the middle of fucking nowhere. So, you know? No, I like Star Wars. I backed a Star Wars odd-like. Was it Endless Blades or something like that? I have it printed off right here. And it got me, like, thinking about Star Wars and, like, considering. I found an individual on YouTube who calls himself the Mandalore. And
the Mandalore, yeah.
He does histories of the Star Wars universes, but he does them from the gimmick of him being an actual archivist in the Star Wars universe. And he cosplays as his Mandalorian OC. Like, full body IRL cosplay while he does it. And it is, I say this is non-derogatory, one of the most autistic things I've seen, but like autistic joy, you know? It's like this guy had a thought and he said, no, I'm going to follow through on this. I don't care if it's cringe. And I respect the hell out of him for that. It's like, yeah, you Star Wars nerd. You get all gussied up and you roleplay being your OC and talking about books that have been decanonized by Disney. You go, you funky little squid. Love shit like that. And I watched his video series on the original extended universe before Disney decanonized a whole bunch of stuff. So... You know what? Now that I'm looking at the moon, it does seem to be getting bigger. Oh dear. Let me hop into the bed now that it's dark enough. Hup, hup, hup. Oh, I have to wait 11 minutes. In game, apparently. Oh, what? Oh. Hooray! It is daytime again.
Yippee.
Yippee! Oh, it's raining now. God damn it. Alright, let's gather.
Where's your Germa son now?
Where's my Germa son now? The camera cuts to me doing the fucking, the Peepo Nuggies pose. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right. Just on the floor, looking up, sobbing. Alright. This is gonna be a Big one. Oh, this is a whole thing, isn't it? Alright, well, nothing to it but to do it.
Set back to my broken iron pickaxe, because it's still slightly more efficient.
I have... Oh, I don't have enough hides to make more recovery bits. Oops.
I don't either.
We're gonna have to go hide hunting.
Yeah, I went to kill wolves because I thought they'd give me light hide, and they gave me medium hide, so...
Well, okay, so the thing is, I was the exact opposite. I had to go on a wolf quest because I needed medium hides to upgrade my workbenches in solo. And I was like, where the fuck are all the wolves? They thankfully...
Well, if you ever need wolves, they're at Kiwi's place.
Apparently so, yeah. Just go to Kiwi's. Oh, whoops. I just realized what time it is. My beautiful wife has a meeting for which she will require the internet. So unfortunately, this is where we're going to have to wrap up for the day. I know, a short stream, but alas. Thank you for joining me, Boomer. C disappeared without saying so much as a how do you do. Rude little fuck. I'll get them for that. And thank you guys all for joining me. Thank you very much. I will be streaming again next Tuesday, hopefully for a slightly extended amount of time. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I hope you have a good morning. I'm working on an outro. I don't know if that's anything. I think it's the start of something. I'll workshop it. All right.
Yeah.
Bye-bye then, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Goodbye. I gotta press tab to go and do this. There we go.